in the simplest form or explanation definition that you could offer, what is value?
Yeah, some people call it like the other side of pricing, right? So ultimately, you're bringing some kind of product or service to market. And this is useful to someone because it is delivering some kind of value. It's a simple question at face value, but actually thinking through this, understanding your customers, understanding what do they perceive as value. Part of it is perception as well. Different people get different aspects of value. They perceive value differently. Are you giving someone back some time? Are you giving someone back the ability to unlock another task? Have you freed up some cognitive load? Have you saved some hard dollars in the process? And these are all things that as you bring a product to market, you understand better by just talking to your customers. This is the very initial seed of what you start to say are your value creation aspects of your product or your value drivers. But then as you move into something that's a more mature motion and you have a 100-person sales team, they don't have access to this kind of initial nuggets of value. And so now you have to make it a bit more programmatic. You need to educate, you need to enable, and that's all the stuff that, grows out of that initial seed of value.
Yeah, I would say, I think to me, the way I think of it is value is what a product or solution does for you, not how it does it. I'm going to run this past you because I've been using this analogy a little bit. I'll see how it lands. This will be my pressure test. In technology and software, a lot of times the majority of people are technical. So they have a tendency to use the technical aspects of the solution or product as like the crutch to have conversations around it. And those conversations are sales conversations. To me, if you compare it to buying a car, like the functions and features of a car are 4 tires, an engine, and like the gauges, right? Nobody buys a car because of 4 tires, engine, and gauges. If the car doesn't have 4 tires, engine, and gauges, this is non-starter. We're not going to have that conversation. So usually we're in a competitive marketplace. So we're competing against other people selling cars. But if you're a savvy salesperson selling a car, you're not trying to say that we have the best engine, we have the best tires, we have the best gauges, because there's minimal differentiation in the marketplace on those things. But you can really make a lot of headway by understanding why the customer would want to buy said car. What are they going to use it for, right? If you have to commute to work, right? That's value, right? It's going to get you to and from work. If you have to pick up kids from soccer, right? That's value. That's the reason why you're buying the car, not because of the tires. It better have tires, non-starter. If it doesn't, going on a weekend trip, going on vacation, being able to get to and from the doctors if you need to, not having to rely on public transportation, which gets back to what you were talking about of it's buying you back time. You don't have to go wait for a bus. You don't have to hail an Uber or a ride share or pay for those in one-offs. Like you own the vehicle, you leave your house, you go to your driveway, get in your car and leave. It's giving you back time as an example.
And the tailoring of I like the analogy, and I would say there have been moments in my life to build on that analogy where having a car is actually a value detractor for me because I'm commuting in a busy place. I'm going to sit in traffic. For me, value is having time to work on my way to work, and the value was achievable through public transit. And so That's my unlock there. And that's really a value-driven decision. I hate wasting time, and what can give me back the time? I love the analogy, and it's for me very relatable as well.
Yeah, same thing. I had a 2-hour round trip commute several years ago, and it was valuable for me for a period of time because I used that time to listen to podcasts and listen to audiobooks.
Yeah.
But after so many years, you can only listen to so many podcasts, you can only read so many books, and you need time for execution of those ideas that you're taking in. So for me, having a car was good, right? Because I could leverage it for my commute. But at some point in time, there was diminishing returns of that solution. And if you're in a city and you have access to public transportation and the cost to maintain the car and pay for parking exceed the value that you're getting from that vehicle, then that doesn't make sense. But the conversation that we're now having is not about the gauges, engine, tires. It's about how that fits into your life and the value that it's creating or detracting from.
Exactly. It's a fundamental, I am looking for this, and this is a mechanism that gets me that value. Do I care about the color of the bus or how big the bus is and so on? Sure, maybe I think a bit about is this a very busy route? But ultimately, that's still not my primary thing around optimization. Yeah.
If you enjoyed that clip, the full episode is available here. Go on, press it.